What is up, everybody? It's your boy Rogue here. So, you guys know what the video is about when you guys click the title, How to Beat Splights. This deck is pretty much hyped up to be the best deck of the next format. I kind of disagree with that, and here's why. Because there's a lot of different cards and different strategies that we have, and we're gonna do. A lot of TCG players are gonna do versus the OCG where they have Max C, and I believe Splice can search Max C. So yeah, that's no bueno over here. Splice is going to be really good. Their main takeaways from the deck, they have Splice Starter, which they can use during the draw phase to avoid cards like Droll and Lockbird. They also have the Splight Red that can negate monster effects. They spam Totally Awesome, and they use Splight Elf to get back their level 2s and just recycle everything, especially because their card Splice Starter is a quick play spell. Now, with that being said, I broke this video up into two different ways. How to side deck going second, essentially, like if they go first and they just pop off. How to side deck going first for this matchup specifically, and good cards to main deck for this matchup. So if you guys are interested in all that, stay tuned for this video. Before we get to the actual video though, I'm going to please ask everybody smash that like button and leave a comment on this video. Let me know what you guys think, and you guys want more of this series. I did used to like making this series back in the day when I first started my channel. I can definitely attribute this series to helping my channel grow back in the day. So I think I've noticed a trend in the YouTube scene where everyone is doing discussions again, and it seems to be working for everyone else. So I figured, hey, why not? Since I am on a break from my full day at Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm just waiting on Power Elements to drop so I can start vlogging again. I wanted to do more discussion, so let me know what you guys think about this type of video, and if you guys want me to do it for it. Now, beating Splights. Let's just start off with going first to beat the Splights. Now, this card I'm gonna mention right now, the first card, you can use it either going first or going second, and that is Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Now, for you guys that have been living under a rock and did not play during the Spiral format, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries was heavily used during that format, which is pretty much considered a tier 0 format. You activate it when your opponent controls more monsters than you reveal a card in your extra deck, and you banish all copies of your opponent's card, of that card from your opponent's extra deck. This is really good going into game 2 and 3 for this matchup, because if you side deck a Totally Awesome and or Splight Elf, and you luckily win game 1, you know for a fact that they're going to be trying to pop off. They pop off with the Splight Starter during the draw phase, reveal her, banish their Totally Awesome or banish the Elf, with however you feeling for the scenario, and you are good to go. Now, they're still going to be able to pop off, but you don't have to worry about either Totally Awesome getting spammed, or you don't have to worry about it coming to the field. It really depends on your hand, if you open up a droplet or whatever. So, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries, I don't really want to stand too much in this card. However, I will say, in my opinion, this is one of my favorite cards going for this matchup, because like everyone's like, oh my god, this deck's going to be really good. And I know you have to draw the Ghost Reaper. However, if you do draw the Ghost Reaper, it's better than Droll, because the deck can play around Droll, it can play around Nibru, and this is just a good card I think you guys should be looking into. Now, specifically going for first, because Reaper Winter Cherries is kind of like going first and or second. If you lose game 1, you're going to be going first. Dimensional Barrier is really good. Same card we're all running now. It's a good side deck card for tier elements as well, because it hits the fusion monsters. You can flip it, call Exceeds. You don't have to worry about Totally Awesome. It's just a lot of different things that can do, because it does spam XYZs. You don't have to worry about now. They do get to spam links. They get to spam a Splight Elf. But from what I've noticed, a lot of people are more scared of the Totally Awesome. So Dimension Barrier is good as well. Outside of Dimension Barrier, I think these next two cards are way better. I'm thinking Deck Devi and Summon Limit. Now, you guys already know what Summon Limit do. Your opponent can't summon more than neither player can summon more than twice. So obviously they can pop off a little bit, but they can't do their big plays, and they can't exceed on your opponent's turn, so they're SOL. Deck Devi, however, is really good for this matchup, because essentially if you Deck Devastation Virus them by tributing your Dark, that's 2,000 or more, you're pretty much going to be destroying every monster they have in their hand. So in that deck, they can literally pop off with any 2 level 2s, which is why I'm seeing a lot of variants online run the Live Twin engine, which is going to help them just spaz out big beefy boards. Deck Devi. If you open it up, set it, make your 2,000 monster, and watch your opponent scoop, cry, and go to game 3. Now, going second, I've already talked about Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. I'm thinking Lava Golem and Raw Spear Mode, because those cards once your opponent's set up the board, if you're running a deck that does not care about the normal summon, Spear Mode is going to be always live against this matchup because they always have around 3 monsters to the field because they always have Splight Elf, totally awesome. Then on your draw phase or summon phase, they're going to special summon that other toad from the deck to make you attack it. So that's 3 monsters right there. Spear Mode their whole field. They might have the starter set. They might be able to use starter and bring out another monster, but guess what? No, you Spear Moded them. So if you have a good hand, you're going to be good to go. Same thing for you guys that prefer Lava Golem over Spear Mode. Spear Mode seems to be the better option in my opinion. Now, obviously, there's tons of good side deck cards for this deck. But main deck cards are going to be key for this matchup. I think some good main deck cards for this format in general, even for the tier element matchup, it's going to be Ghost Bell, DD Crow, Infinite Impermanence, and Droplet. Now, I say Ghost Bell and DD Crow because a lot of Splight stuff, they do run a totally awesome engine, and which is the frog, so you can banish some of the frogs so they can't start doing a lot of their frog plays and make the toad. You can banish, if for whatever reason, if you do get rid of it, totally awesome, they try to use Splight Elf quick play effect to bring it back. You can DD Crow it. And same thing for Ghost Bell, negating the activation, whatever suits your boat. And also, I got the Infinite Impermanence and the Droplet, so that way when they do, and you can also add Forbidden Chalice in there as well. When they do try to draw phase, Splight starter you, negate the monster effect. And depending on their hand, you might just win off of that alone. Now, I like Infinite Impermanence better because it's good for your turn, it's good for their turn. Because if they go first and they just, draw phase, starter, bring out my monster, you're going to be like Imperm, and they get the monster effect. They better hope they have another monster to pop off with, which more than likely they will. So you can always Imperm a second guy, and that way you can lower their advantage. Now, once again, I'm also seeing people in the OCG run Ghost Ogre as well because what they're doing, people bring out Splight Elf, Ghost Ogre to Elf if they don't have it totally awesome. So, yeah, there's tons of different routes you guys can go for deck building for this deck. But the key takeaways from this video, in my personal opinion, Ghost Ruby Runner Cherries, completely craps on the deck. Deck Devastation Virus, completely craps on the deck. If you guys are going first and you guys don't want to play none of that stuff, Summon Limit seems to do the job. It's going to slow them down a lot. So, tell me what you guys think about this video. Comment section down below. Like the video if you're new here. If you want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. It's your boy Rogue Hero, and I'm signing out. Peace. See you guys in the next video.